Hello, judges. Welcome to the orientation session. I know you have many questions about how the rounds will work. My job today is to get things clear. I'd like to express my gratitude to you all that you joined Jessa Brazil 2021, even though in this new configuration. It has presented us some challenges, but good surprises also. I'm sure we're set to have a great week. I'm Alisson Zeferino, the judge coordinator for Jessa Brazil. Here with me, I have Felipe Tomazini, the national administrator for Jessa Brazil, and Rafaela Horman, former Jessa national administrator and now part of our team. Do you want to say hi?
Hi everyone, it's nice to see you all here. We miss you. Hopefully next year we can see each other again. Have a great week.
Thank you very much. Online we have Thais Neves, the national administrator. We are here at Unicuritiba, our host for this year. We'd like to take this moment to thank Unicuritiba for all the support they have given us during this last year, and hopefully in 2022 we can all meet here in beautiful Curitiba in this great campus. This is the second year that the Anima Group is hosting the Jessa, and we were last year at Unisociesc with many of you. Now we are in Curitiba. Thank you very much. So let's begin the orientation session. As you know, we will be working with Zoom meetings to host the rounds. That's why it is very important that you download and update the Zoom right away. Now, prior to the round, okay? For every round, we will separate you into smaller WhatsApp groups for each courtroom. Who's going to be in? The bench and someone from Jessa Brazil. The purpose of the WhatsApp group is to make sure we give you the documents you need to confirm you are available to judge and to give further instructions about the round, okay? So since we are working online for the first time, it is our duty to find quicker communication, and WhatsApp presents it very well. Once we add you to the group, you can meet the other judges, make friends, and you have to decide who's going to preside. We encourage presidents who are used to or more comfortable with Zoom meetings. You need to inform us ahead of the round about your choice so we can have a chat with the president, okay? Still prior to the round, we'll make sure the teams have connected and then send you via WhatsApp the link to join the courtroom. We'll wait until you have connected, and that brings us to the second part of the orientation concerning inside the courtroom. What will it look like, okay? Well, you will have time to join and test your audio and camera, first of all. Then with the equipment working all right, we will communicate to the bench via chat in the courtroom how each team has allotted their time between the oral lists. Make sure to take note of their names and allotted time. After this, guys, from this moment on, it's game on, okay? You will have fun. It's when the president will introduce the moot, the members of the bench, and call for the first oral list of the applicant to start the presentation of their case. This year, we have an orientation that the president shall be responsible for timekeeping. Let me say this again. The president shall pay attention to the time an oral list has reserved beforehand to make his or her case, and to dismiss that oral list after the time is up. We strongly suggest using timers or stopwatches in your smartphones. Now listen to this. Listen to this, guys. Teams are authorized to control their time as well, but the official timekeeping shall remain in the hands of the president. So the president shall handle time fairly between both sides, okay? If he adds a minute or so to one team, make sure to add a minute or so to the other team as well. It is absolutely important that the entire bench assists the president in this task. We are suggesting that you set a timer in your smartphone or computer once your list is authorized by the president to start his or her pleadings. It's easier, right? Then the round should go on smoothly. Another attribution of the president this year is to control the cameras and microphones in the courtroom. Enable your microphone to ask a question and disable it right after asking it to avoid sound interference. If there is some team member disturbance that is affecting the round, the president may then switch his or her camera and microphone off to maintain the order. Team members will be free to be standing or sitting during their oral pleadings. Now, just a quick checkpoint. We saw how we'll make sure you will join the courtroom and how the round is supposed to go on during the main pleadings. Now, let's see what happens once the round is over. When the teams complete the arguments, it's time for deliberation. Zoom allows the president to create a separate breakout room for judges to use their microphones and cameras without the teams hearing or seeing them. The president shall proceed in this manner, creating the room, or ask us to create this separate room. We'll be more than happy to assist, okay? It is crucial that you take the time you need to deliberate and fill out the oral round score sheets. We will send you the links to the oral round score sheets via private chat in Zoom. We will direct you to a Google document, fill it out, no need for saving, no need for downloading, uploading, none of that. Just fill it out. Fill it out with their names and scores, paying attention to the maximum values for each category. Team members take much advantage from comprehensive written feedback at the end, so give them tips, advices, encourage them. We know you can do this very well. Once this is done, please let us know. Let us know that the round is over. We'll check if the changes you made to the score sheets in Google Docs were saved and we're set. Now, this is the nicest part. Judge and teams get back together again for live feedback. Judges, I may warn you, I must warn you, that you shall never ask who's from each team, you know. Team members shall remain anonymous. The university they represent shall remain anonymous. This is vehemently prohibited to ask. You may introduce yourselves to them, tell them about your careers, your studies, your passion for international law, then offer feedback on things that went well, things that went south during the round, tips for them to go to the next round, very sharp and aligned, okay? Never disclose information from the bench memo. Don't discuss the law, discuss the scenario, the round, okay? After feedback, you can now prepare for a print screen of the round. This will make up for the official picture we want to take in this year. That's it. Too complicated? I'm sure you get it, okay? Now this is something we need to address. Troubleshooting. Internet connection lost during a round. We hope this doesn't happen, but we need to warn you. If a member of the bench loses connection, the president and the other judges go on with the round. The judge may reconnect and things go on normally. If not, they will proceed without him or her, okay? If the president loses connection, what's going to happen? A member of the bench shall step up and become the president, informing everyone, inform us, inform the teams, okay? Every time someone important to the round loses connection, either the president, judges, or team members actually presenting their oral pleadings, inform us ASAP and we'll sort it out according to each case. Whatever you need during a round, talk to us via Zoom chat, via WhatsApp. We'll be there monitoring it all. I know it sounds like a lot to fathom, but it's as simple as this, guys. Check the courtroom WhatsApp group 15 minutes before the round. Join the session. Test your microphone and camera. Then the round goes on with questions and answers. Once the round is over, you go to a separate room to deliberate. Receive the score sheet links, fill them out, and get back to feedback and the official picture. It's a recipe, right? Now, I'd like to hear if you have any questions. We'll wait a couple of minutes. You can type it in the chat, and I'm sure Rafael and Felipe will help me with those. Thank you very much. So guys, we see a question from dear Evgeny. Hello. You absolutely don't need to show pieces, to show their time, to inform them how much time is left, okay? You don't need to do that. Just dismiss your list after their time is up. You keep the time, but you don't need to be showing them. They will be controlling it as well, okay? Thank you. I see a question from João Paganella. Thank you. What about time controlling during connectivity issues? We can have an oralist who loses connection, and then we will wait up to 15 minutes for him or her to reconnect, okay? So the round and timekeeping stops at this moment. So it is very important that all of you judges find a sort to be controlling the time as well, because the bench, a member of the bench may lose connection as well, and you shall proceed, okay? So keep time controlled, and this will make us wait for the oralist if he loses connection, up to 15 minutes. Inform us ASAP, and we'll sort it out, okay? Thank you. Just reinforcing, guys, if an oralist who's pleading loses connection, we can wait up to 15 minutes and then we go back. If not, we'll sort it out. But inform us ASAP and we'll see what happens during that round, okay? We will be monitoring the chat in Zoom and the WhatsApp group, and you can talk to us anytime you need, okay? This is a serious concern, and I know questions should come this way, but we'll work with chat in Zoom and WhatsApp, okay? So this is when an oralist loses connection. If a judge loses connection, the other two shall proceed, okay? He may rejoin the session and the round goes on. If the president, though, loses connection, one of the two other members of the bench shall step up and become the president. Inform everyone in the chat, I am now the president, I'm going to take things on my hands, okay? And inform us as well. Thank you. Okay, Mariana Ferola has a question. Will someone from the organizing committee be moving the judges from one Zoom room to another? We won't be doing that because judges are already assigned to a bench, so there's no need to be moving people here and forth, okay, back and forth. There's no need.
Alison, I think she means during deliberation time.
Okay, thank you. During deliberation time, we can create the breakout room for you to chat using your camera and microphone. Don't use chat because it will appear to the teams, okay? Use only camera and microphone when we create this separate room for you to deliberate. If the president knows how to create them, no need to call us, but if you need, we will be more than happy to assist in creating this room and dismissing this room and returning to the main session, okay? I see Albano has asked if the president shall inform the team member about his time left, and no, guys, there's no need for that because they will be controlling time as well, okay? Just dismiss your list after the time is up. A question from Evgeny concerning the score sheets. Guys, we will send a private message for each judge in the bench with the link to their score sheet. They will open Google Docs, fill it out, and inform us later that they finished it, okay? We will see if the information was registered and cut off of the breakout room and rejoin the main session. Dear Catherine, we won't have a timer in Zoom. That's why we are encouraging you to set timers in your smartphones, okay? We will inform you once you are all in the courtroom how much time was allotted for each role. So take note of their name and allotted time. For example, Rafaela will speak for 23 minutes. So you take note of 23 minutes and set a timer for 23 minutes. Okay, once that time is over, you dismiss the rallies. We won't have a timer in Zoom. This information about the allotted time will be in the chat once you join the session. Thank you.
Can I make an oral question? Oh.
Albano has asked if a participant takes longer than 15 minutes to return to the session, to the courtroom, and if that happens, we will have to sort it out on our end, okay? We will discuss with the president. Maybe we need to abandon the round and score the teams as you saw them for what you saw them up to that point, okay? But we'll talk it over and see what fits best in that situation. Dear Thales has asked us if the team members are allowed to be in the same room during the rounds. Yes, they are indeed. They don't need to be in separate rooms. Thank you. Dear Christian has asked if we are going to create groups for each courtroom. Yes, we are. Round one courtrooms are already set up. Judges are already deciding who's going to be the president. They shall inform us later today who's going to be the president. We need to have a word with the president, okay? So we are going to add you to this group with the other members of the bench and someone from the organization. No need for you to do anything here. Dear Vinicius has asked if each bench room we are assigned, you are assigned, will have a specific link. Yes, each courtroom shall have a specific link and we'll send it via WhatsApp group and you check it out 15 minutes before the round starts to connect and test your camera and audio and begin the session, okay? Jessica has asked if how to communicate with us. We will be looking at the chat in Zoom and the group in WhatsApp, the bench group in WhatsApp, okay? We won't be able to hear you because it's too many rounds happening at the same time, but we will be checking the chat. So feel free to send us a message about something that is going on and we'll assist you in that matter. Dear Christian has asked how many minutes we'll have the tribunal for final deliberations. We talked about this, and we know you like to chat, but the teams will be waiting as well. So 15 minutes shall be okay for you to deliberate and fill out the Google score sheet that we'll send to you. If you need more time, you can send a message to us via chat, via Zoom chat, via WhatsApp, and we'll give it to you, okay? Do you guys have any more questions?
Alison, can I make an oral question here? Is it possible? Alison? Alison?
Who's speaking? I can't see. Who's speaking?
It's Bruno. I turn on my video now.
Okay.
Question is concerning the counting of the time. So before the oral round begins, the president should ask each oralist the time they're going to present.
Dear Bruno, thank you for your question. We will ask the teams about this information. They will state to us, the organization, who's going to speak, who's going to be the oralist for each team, and how they have allotted their time. And we will put it in the Zoom chat for you to take note, okay? That's it.
Okay.
You don't need to ask this information, but it is a common rule that the team member exposes this when he commences his pleadings. He says, I'm the agent for the country, and my name is, I'm going to speak for how many minutes, okay?
Thank you.
Questo non fa, ma sia perché sempre così che sto bene, mi verrà penso, ma
So guys, the challenge this year is that you will be very autonomous in this. You shall proceed how you think things should proceed, considering the basic rules of the round. Many of you already know. New judges were assigned with judges that have already judged before, and this shall work out very well. But it's the time that you will control the room, okay? You will be controlling the round, and you can ask us for orientation if something goes south, okay?
Alison, I think I've lost it. This is the first part, but it's Lucia here. Hi, everyone. Is there going to be a bailiff for the time? How is it going to work for the students?
Thank you, Lucia. No, the president shall be responsible for timekeeping this year. So we are encouraging you to take note of the information we're going to put in the Zoom chat about who's going to speak for how long. And you take note of that, and we encourage you to set a timer in your smartphone, okay? So when that time is up, the president shall dismiss the oralist. The other members of the bench shall keep time as well, because if the president loses connection, if the other member loses connection, then the round may go on if it was not the oralist who was speaking, okay? So if the oralist loses connection while he is making his pleadings, we can wait up to 15 minutes. But the main timekeeping is in the hands of the president this year. We don't have bailiffs. Thank you. Guys, there are 10 Brazilian teams, and we have 2 guest teams, one from Bucharest and the other, I think it's Colombia. Thank you. Dear Elisa, yes. After the deliberations, you will come out of the breakout room, join the main session with the teams, and offer live feedback. Okay, you will do as much as you did last year during the inside the courtroom. You will give the feedback to the teams, how they went, if they went well in some aspect. You can compliment them. You can give tips for them to get better to the next round you're going to compete, and that is the time that you take to tell a little about yourself and offer feedback. Okay? And also take the official picture, take the print screen, and make sure to send to us.
Alison, I have a very important question. When are you going to mail the judges' robes to us? Because mine hasn't arrived yet. Sorry, guys, just to break the ice.
Hi, Natalia, can you repeat your question, please?
I'm just fooling around, Alison. I'm asking you when you're going to mail us the robes. I can't work without a robe.
Now I hear you. Yeah, unfortunately, we won't have those this year. I miss those as well.
Too bad.
Guys, we're going to take a picture, and please, big smile, okay? So guys, wrapping this up, we'd like to thank everyone who contributed to our campaign to finance Jessup 2021. You can still contribute to this great project. Rafaela will put the link in the WhatsApp group of the judges. You can always contact us through email, via WhatsApp. We expect you at our opening ceremony this afternoon at 3:30 p.m. I think we'll send you the link. Thank you very much for being here in this session. It's my pleasure to be with you.